Hello. Ayan, may pa-effects pa kami.
Mic check.
Wow.
Ay, ready na. Intro ka na.
Yes. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our podcast. Tonight is quite special because I invited a friend from work that, I hope I can give justice to all her credentials.
Of course.
Parang ang haba. Ang haba kasi. Ang haba. Minasa ko yung resume mo. But how are you, Nako?
I'm doing great.
Yeah, you're doing great. Are you excited for this?
Of course, every time.
Nice.
Oh,
I feel special.
Yes. So, guys, I am gonna hopefully do this. Ano yun?
Wala, parang nag-joke siya.
Hindi.
Hindi. Kulang
Ay,
lang
hindi.
yun. Kulang.
Mali lang yung rinig ko.
Alright, guys.
Nag-enjoy lang siya. Ganun yun. Nabay na-enjoy.
Ay, talaga ba?
Wala pa nang
Kailangan
iba.
Another intermission
Okay
number
lang yun,
by Wata, guys.
Okay lang yun. Anyway, hindi. Wag natin ikat yun. Yung mga
yaman
ganun
na.
yung mga gusto nilang
Sige.
pakinggan.
Yung nag-choke?
Pag may gag reflex. Pag wala, limit lang.
Alright, guys. Eto na.
Sige.
Totoo na. Nurse talks kasi yan, guys. So, sa mga nakaka-relate, comment down below if you can relate what we're talking about. But tonight is, again, pretty special episode. Ano na ba tayo? I'm hoping this is episode 12 kasi, we're gonna do parts to the other episodes. But we'll see.
I need to catch up.
Yes, we need. That's why. And first time naming siguro to do a podcast that's gonna be a mix of Tagalog English.
Yeah, why
Right? Okay lang ahat.
Sure.
Sure. Okay,
Or-
English sa'yo. Basta sa'yo
Tagalog.
English. Kung
Okay.
Tagalog kami, mag-English ka.
Ay, hindi. Paano na? Tagalog na lang din ako.
Alright, guys. I will introduce to you Ciara. Ano ba ma-pronounce? Ray?
Ray.
Kasi social na tayo.
Ray in Australia?
Yeah, Ray.
It's Ray.
In the Philippines. Maar. Okay. So,
Ray.
Ciara, Ray.
Yeah.
Oh, tama ba ako?
Ganun,
Yes.
ganun.
Yan. Mga Ray sa Pangasinan, shout out naman sa
Yes.
inyo.
Mga cousins.
Yes, mga anong mga kababayan sa Ilocano?
Bayambanggenyos.
Ayun. Shout out sa
My
inyo
town.
dyan. Okay, so Ciara has been here in Australia since 2012, if I'm not mistaken. 2012.
Yeah, so I came here June 2012. Sorry.
2012. Yeah, and then you worked up your certificate 3 in aged care,
Yep.
right? And then proceeded to your bachelor's in nursing
Yes.
and our alma mater, University of
University.
Canberra, right?
Represent.
Represent.
Rep.
Tapos, after nun, nung nung na-registered ka na, anong feeling?
Parang, hindi ko, nagulat ako kasi, after graduation, wala nang exam.
Yeah.
Diretso registration.
Oh,
Diba?
talaga.
Sa atin wala.
Oo. Yun nga. So anyway, sorry guys, a long credentials. I know Ciara has been exposed to a lot of work experience nursing wise. So she worked as an agency nurse. She also worked in aged care.
Aged care.
Yes, and she also worked in medical practice.
Yeah.
And
GP
now,
practice.
yeah, GP practice. And now, she's working with me in emergency department.
Yay!
Kaya kami nagkakilala. Talagang may plan sa
Cute.
Lord. Alam mo yun.
Oo nga.
Destiny yun.
Oo nga, parang ang haba, no?
Oh, ang haba na ng pagkakilala
10
natin.
years.
Oo. Anyway, pasok ka naman ako. Pasensya ka na.
Just going back, because she mentioned earlier the biggest difference between a Philippines registered nurse and here in Australia is we don't
Oo.
have to do the board exam.
True.
Yeah.
True.
So after you've graduated in here, you'll just have to fulfill the professional requirements of the governing body, which is
Yeah.
APRA in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And guys, if you're watching, it's in my vlog. So
Yeah.
I probably have to update that one. How to be a registered nurse here in Australia. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was like before because we need to work out our nursing here, right? And then we have to pass English exam.
Yeah.
What else? Can you still remember?
That's it.
I think that's it.
Just uni and then IELTS.
Uni and then IELTS. Yeah. But in the Philippines, guys, this is where like everything is so hard.
Yeah.
Because we gotta work up. I think we did 4 years. What did you do? 4
4
years?
years.
Yeah. fourth year.
Full-time.
Yeah.
I did
Full-time
mine in
student.
5.
Oo, kasi gusto mo lang talagang tumagal. Hindi siya nagsasawang mag-aral. Dedicated.
Yeah.
Dedicated yan. Oo.
Kasi I love nursing so much that I
Ah,
gave up.
wow.
I didn't even go to school in my first year. That's why.
Oo. Dota pa more. Dota pa
Nursing
more.
School.
Yes, Dota Nursing School talaga.
Masters in Dota.
Oo, yun. And tapos, in the Philippines, we also have to, after the 4 years or 5 years of nursing, guys, doing bachelor's, we also have to do board exam, which will take...
And you have to review for it. Like
Yeah.
extra 6 months or a year.
Yeah,
at least.
and you have
Yeah,
to
I
be well-versed with everything. Hey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a 5-section exam.
Exactly. Medical, surgical,
Fundamentals.
OB.
fundamentals.
Yep,
Yeah,
OB,
OB and
psychiatric.
psychiatric. What else is the other one?
So med-surg is
Two
part,
sections.
yeah.
2 parts. Okay. So, yeah, it's quite a hard work.
Yeah, because it's like 100 questions for each.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
section.
takes 2 days
Yeah, exactly.
to
And it'll-
finish
yeah.
the exam.
2 consecutive days, and mind you
Do you
guys.
want to mention that Chiara is a top-notcher?
Oh my God! Oo nga pala. Sana yung billboard mo niyan. Sana.
Nasa wallet?
For sure, nasa newspaper yan sa
Pinrint ko
bahay
lang.
nila.
Pinrint ko lang.
Pinrint mo lang.
Hey, girl.
We're just kidding aside, but it will take a lot of hard work, guys. Regardless of, sa akin ha, it didn't matter if I'm a top notcher or not. As long as I passed. Oh my God, pasang awa lang. As long as I passed nursing, I think it's the biggest achievement
Yeah.
because you really worked hard for it, isn't it?
Sabi nga nila, pass is pass. Like, there's pass is pass. There's like 80,000 tayong nag-exam.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right?
yes.
And then,
And then,
mga 30,000 lang yung magiging registered nurses.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly. And yeah, that's a lot of hours put in, guys. And mind you pala na ako, Shara and I graduated in the same year, 2009.
9.
Oh,
Ay, I didn't
kambats
know
pala
that.
tayo.
Girl.
Oh, di ba?
Yeah.
Basa kasi yung CV mo eh. Pinasok
Nandun
talaga.
lahat.
Oo, andun talaga lahat. So anyway, going to the first question of the night. Yes. Dapat pa Miss Universe ulit yung sagot ha.
I thank you.
Alright,
Tapos
first
na, wala pa
question. Oh, wala pa. Was nursing your choice? I don't know eh.
It was my mother's dream.
Oh, it's my mother's dream.
that's a
Talaga.
very common answer for most
true.
Filipinos,
And
actually.
I guess even for me,
Yeah,
like,
even for me.
was nursing your choice?
Never.
Never. So I think 3 of the consensus here is actually
All of us?
all of us.
Yeah.
We don't take nursing as a choice. I feel like
Shout out, Mama. I
Yeah.
always
All
wanted
the
to be a
moms.
pilot, but
yeah.
we can't afford it back then.
Yeah,
And now it's too late because my eyes are busted.
Yeah, true. And that's your genes, ma. Just kidding. And also, I want to become an artista, ma, but hindi talaga pinaran. Wala kasi akong height. Wala rin talaga tayong katawan. So,
Ako wala kasi akong talent. Kaya,
pero what
I don't know how to dance.
oh, what do you want to be at? If ever you're not doing nursing, something na yung gusto mong i-pursue before you did nursing.
Honestly, I
Uh-uh.
wanted to be a nun.
Wow!
Oh my God! Totoo yarn.
I feel like when you see a nun, di ba? I feel like when you look at them, they're so peaceful. You respect them. They're scary.
Scary.
Yeah,
Scary
scary.
talaga.
Yeah.
Did you grow up in a Catholic
Catholic.
school?
No.
Hindi ka na nag-aral sa Catholic
Hindi,
school.
hindi.
Okay. So
Kaso-
what made you think of that? Dahil lang sa sa characteristics nila.
Yes, and then they're I don't know what it's called. Their uniform or what.
Yun, nakatakip yung ulo
Oo,
mo.
It's never
yeah.
too late.
Yes, never
I think it is.
Iba na yung preference niya. Wag ka.
Pwede rin. Kaso,
Wag na.
ang dami ko ng kasalanan.
Yun din yung iniisip ko. Talaga ba? Pero, you know what? It's a good choice. Pero hindi talaga ako, like, I'm I'm religious, but not really into that deep
Practice,
religious. Yeah,
not-
true. Yeah. And I think we talked about it in a different podcast with our other guest as well. Like I wanted to be a really an artista. But if given a chance still, siguro kung like siguro professional wise, like mag-aaral talaga, pharmacist. Hindi talaga nursing. Ikaw,
Yeah.
pilot talaga,
Yeah.
no? Mm-mm.
Well,
So,
if as I've mentioned in our previous episode, I
Yeah.
always wanted to be a professional athlete, but I'm not built like one.
yeah,
yeah.
because your knees are busted already.
No, but definitely pilot was the first thing that came into my mind
Yeah,
when
same. Me
we
too.
were
Like
asked back then.
career
Yeah.
wise, siguro ako, if given the opportunity. But then Mama wanted me to go abroad. Hence we're here.
Yeah.
That's why I took up nursing. So it's
Isn't
parents'
it?
choice, isn't
Yeah.
it? Okay.
Yeah.
Talaga. Anyway, going back to your experience as a student, because you did aged care and you also did, so you studied in aged care and then you studied
Yeah.
bachelor's.
Yeah.
What was, eto nega na agad, what was the bad experience of being a student? Siguro student nurse, let's say. Student nurse.
Sa UC
Oo.
na?
Can you think of a bad experience that you had as a student nurse?
Really?
Or
Not
anything
really.
that stood out. Yeah.
Anything that comes
Bad
to
or
mind.
good.
Bad or good.
That up to now you still can't forget because it's
Oo.
very memorable.
Not really. I just didn't like that here, yung mga assessments, mas focus sila sa
Essays.
essays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rather than exams. I
Same.
like exams.
Me too. I think we're also, because of our upbringing or the way we were taught in school, it's more like a memorization eh.
Yeah.
So it's what do you call this? Like redundancy of like the, tama ba? Memorization eh. So kailangan talaga memorize mo lahat ng mga subjects mo. And then may multiple choice. So may mga choice ka
Oo,
dito
oo.
essay
Oo.
talaga.
Yeah, like they want to actually read what's on your mind.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
They'd rather read that rather than checking papers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
if
But
you did
also, in a way, it will encourage you to do your research because it's all evidence based. Because
never a
you
fan
gotta,
of research.
yeah, you gotta
Me
back
neither.
it up, isn't
I'm
it?
Like, no.
Me too. Me too.
No,
So I think
not
it's just
research.
because we're not really like taught like that. Yeah, in our childhood.
No, especially with me because I graduated college in nursing back in the Philippines without even having to participate that much in our thesis.
Oh, really? Not really in the theory.
Shout out Edward Villion if you're listening. I know you took care of us during that time.
Oh, good on you. Kaya nakagraduate ang asawa ko. Ang pala, diba?
I was there during the defense though.
The defense.
Yeah.
So, dinefend mo naman.
Of course.
Napanindigan mo naman. Anong tinuro niya sa'yo?
Can't remember. Pass is pass.
Oh, ganun na yan.
theme of this
pass.
podcast. Pass
Pass
is
is
pass.
pass. Totoo yan. Anyway, now, considering that you've worked in like ED, was ED actually a place that you really wanted to start? Kasi
Yes.
like you have experience in GP and also you've experienced aged care as an agency nurse. Was ED really the top of the areas that you really want to practice in nursing
Yes,
wise?
like I don't see myself working anywhere else. Like I don't see myself working in the ward. I'm happy with seeing some patients and then not following up.
Like the turnover, isn't
Yeah,
it?
turnover.
Yeah.
Like-
I like working up the patients as well.
And then that's done.
That's done. Totoo.
Yeah, then you just wait for the results to happen.
That's true. And
Kaya
I
ko
find it
yung-
very rewarding because you've done a lot already, like by working the patient up anyway. But did coming to like the ED that we're working now, was it by chance or was it like an opportunity that, that you applied on it and
I think
you
it
got
was a bit of luck.
Ah,
I just tried. I was happy
Story
with,
naman dyan.
with general practice. And then I tried to get into the hospital system even like right after I graduated, but I don't think they were accepting permanent resident. Not permanent resident students. Because then
were
they
you a
have
student then? Okay.
Yeah. And then I don't have
Yeah.
like I was still student visa at that time.
Okay.
So I don't think they do sponsorships.
No, they
That's
don't.
why
no.
I stayed in the aged care
I see.
plus GP. And then once I got my permanent resident visa, I tried to apply in the hospital. Luckily, the nurse unit manager accepted. Like, she considered my experience back home.
So, but were you ED as well back home? Did
Yeah.
you have experience in ED?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's never too late for you. You can still try ED here.
What's the common stereotype that you've heard of regarding ED nurses?
We're the best.
Exactly.
Ano ba? Hindi.
Apparently,
Just saying,
Like-
you know?
it's not in a bad way, but apparently everyone who's been in ED always have this certain aura within them that
Yep.
I'm an ED nurse.
Yeah, I think it's a vibe. It's
Yeah.
a vibe.
Oh.
Hey.
Hero.
I got a kiss.
Oh, you got a kiss. Oh, good boy. Sit down. Nava. Yeah, and I think it's because it's also we're living up to the expectations because like patients come in and they're quite really unwell, like acute.
Yeah.
So we have to know what's been happening. So we're the first line of people who's actually seeing the patient, doing our assessments and the screenings and all that. Hey. So parang for me, it's also rewarding to know what's been going on with the patient if we get the diagnosis, isn't it? Right?
Yeah, or if
Diba?
they're really sick,
Mhm.
and then you see them like getting better while they're still in ED, then
Ah, true.
that's a win.
Yeah,
every day.
it is a win.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, totoo yan. Totoo yan.
Sabi ko sa'yo,
Oo.
True,
Miss
true.
Universe. You ask for a Miss Universe answer. I give you Miss Universe.
Wait lang.
Where's
Parang
my
ako
crown?
hindi already dito. Parang
Like,
ako
have
hindi
you
already.
tried resuscitating someone on a shift and then you feel so proud of yourself because you managed to resuscitate someone?
Not on my shift, but I
Okay.
feel like I'm already proud because
Hero.
I don't.
Hero's
Yeah.
in love with you.
Yeah,
in
he
love
was
with
liking
you.
my lips.
I know.
It's okay. I give you
Aw.
consent.
Tita gives you
Hero.
consent.
Why are you looking
But-
at Tita like that?
Ay, so pretty no. Tita's pretty no. No, but I feel like siguro, in a way, like I haven't experienced resuscitating someone. In a way, it's in a good way for me because I don't want doing that as
Oh,
well.
I see.
But in
Okay.
a way, siguro, because I already recognize the patient, like deteriorating patient.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I try to escalate as soon as I can. So does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
Kasi it's hard if you just saw the patient like probably seizures, maybe, yeah, it happened, but never to a point that we had to resource. If it's someone, we have to bring it to resource. How about you, Ats? Did you? But she works in resource now, so yeah.
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 That you really have to jump onto someone and then start the CPR.
Yeah. Like we were able to get a ano bang tawag doon? Pulse back.
Response.
Since the downtime is so long, you don't know how they are gonna be when they wake up.
Yeah.
Like
exactly.
Yeah.
is it gonna be a win in the long run if
Yeah.
they will have like hypoxic brain injury, for example, then
True.
vegetable.
Or like the quality
Ayan.
of life.
Wata
the
wants to join as well.
Yeah. Hang
Someone
on,
else.
Baba. Sit
Wata.
down. Hero.
Hero, what's going on?
You.
Oh my god. It's
Oh
my
my
first time
God.
seeing you like that,
I
Hero.
know.
What's going
She
on?
likes Tita. Oh
What's
my
going
God.
on?
Come here. Oh, you smell pepper. Oh, you smell pepper. So Hero and Pepper, guys, actually met each other when they were quite young. Oh,
Insert photo of Pepper here somewhere.
yeah. I'll try to find the photo here. But yeah, that's why he's quite familiar with
Hey,
the-
don't bite the wire, Wata.
No, okay, but now in all of years of experience, like
No, fix yours.
how many years na of nursing? Say i-add mo yung pati sa Pilipinas.
Ay,
Is it like a decade already?
Yeah, I think so.
More than a decade.
If we count the Philippines,
Oo, Philippine.
2009 we graduated.
Mm-mm.
Maybe past the board 2010.
Mm-mm.
Ilang years na yun?
Yeah, more than 2023 na eh. Oo.
13 years.
13 years. Like
Yeah.
in all your experiences, has there been a time that you're tired, you're burnt out, and
Just pull it down.
yeah, you don't want to do
Ah,
nursing?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm tired
Oo.
every day. Almost every day.
Gusto ko yung
Like you
ano.
said that without hesitation.
Oo, wala talaga hesitation. Talagang pagod na ako. Pagoda
Yeah.
na.
Like especially when I was back home because I was working in a public hospital. We have like 1:40 patients.
Yeah.
True. That's a very realistic ratio. Di ba? We discussed that in a different podcast that it's like a normal thing for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you'll do the rounds and then the doctor's rounds. And then when I get home, I won't talk to my mom, to my dad because I'm like tired. And they
Sinabi mo
know.
sa kanila, this is your choice.
Because of you, mom.
It's because of you.
Ito ang
Pagod na
ginawa mo
pagod.
sa akin.
pagod ako. But it's actually a really realistic thing that's been going on, especially back in the Philippines. But has it ever come a time now that you wanted to stop?
Recently?
Oo.
Yes.
Yes.
If
Di ba?
I could
Genuine talaga.
Kasi if I could think of a talent that I can do, that I can make money
ano
with
yun?
on,
Ano yun?
wala eh.
So mag-nursing na lang.
Kaya nga
Mag-nursing so mag-nursing na lang talaga.
Pero I love nursing. Pero nakakapagod kasi.
Oo.
Oh, yeah,
So
definitely.
yeah, don't get us wrong, guys. We love it, but I
Yeah.
think it just gets you
Yeah.
sometimes if like the whole thing is piling up. Also years of doing the same, not the same thing, but doing nursing. It kind of gets you.
Remember at Jokoy's comedy special
Mhm.
when he was talking about that his mom wanted him to be a nurse, but he always wanted to be a dancer.
Yeah, true. And
That's very relatable for all the Filipino nurses out
did
there.
you see that? As
Yeah.
yung parang sumasayaw siya while he was
Like
doing rounds.
Jabberwocky.
Okay, Jabberwocky, di
It's
ba?
like for
Parang-
us, yeah, you can do that on your day off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? That's why I'm wearing like beautiful colored scrubs because I want my vibe to be as happy and as vibrant as I can be because nursing can be toxic and it can get into like a negative vibe real quick. Like if
Yeah.
something happens to your patient, it just turns your world upside down.
Yeah.
Especially in ED, right?
Yeah.
We do see that a lot,
Yeah.
and you can relate as well. But then, yeah, if we can just change it, I really would wish that we can play music in ED, but we can't. Just to start a vibe.
Even
But-
at night shift, you're not allowed to.
Especially,
No.
yeah. No,
Especially
especially
night
night shift.
Especially
everyone's
night
Yeah, so you
sleeping.
can dance there.
Yeah, true. But we can't.
Yeah,
'cause,
we can't.
It's not part of the policy,
Policies.
guys. Baka mamemo na naman
Policies.
tayo. Ano?
All
All right. So, siguro related lang to. What was the funniest or like say memorable experience that you had? Maybe a recent one in ED. May maalala ka ba?
Funny.
Oo, funny.
Ng funny.
Oo, ang hirap ng funny doon, diba? Kasi it would involve patient, but yeah. May naiisip ka na?
Well, it's not funny, but it's definitely something that stood out with my ED time back then. Eh,
What
but-
was it?
No, let's share.
No, I'm still thinking.
Okay.
Because there was this time when we were doing like, no, I think it was morning shift, and then because we live in a coastal city back in the Philippines, so like this
Jensen. Sabi mo na, Jensen.
like this public transport just dropped someone who drowned that works at the fish port. So he was already basically like fully cyanotic, and so from where the public transport drop off is, like we were actually trying to resuscitate him already.
Oh my God.
Even
in
before
transfer?
even we were just attempting to transfer him to the stretcher, and then while we were pulling the stretcher toward inside ED, it was just nonstop, full on.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Jeez.
Yeah.
But he never made it.
Yeah, of course. I bet siya.
But
he
that's
was,
that's one
He was
experience I could
already
never forget.
gone,
Yeah.
like, because it turned cyanotic already. But yeah, it's those experiences that, because it's unconventional, guys. We don't have ambulances there
Yeah,
to
exactly,
take
yeah.
care of
Yeah.
patients. Like, get the patient from the house and then bring it to the hospital.
And
Unlike,
then to the ambulance bay.
Yes.
And then in there you'll be surprised as to what's coming from that door.
exactly. Oh, wow. I think I've remembered there's some patients coming in a tricycle.
Yeah.
Nasaksak. O kaya na pa rin. Diba? Like, those kind of experience that you don't get to see a lot. O kaya yung
Minsan pa,
tinaga.
nasa motor pa lang.
Oo,
Yeah.
sa motor pa lang.
Nakaangkas.
Nakaganon na.
Yeah,
Diba?
I think that guy that drowned
Oh.
was taken by a tricycle.
Oh,
To
okay.
ED, as far as I can remember. Or was it like an open pickup truck?
Yeah.
And he was just at the back.
But I feel like it's because our experiences there, it depends on the transport. We really don't have.
It plays a big part.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. And you know what, guys? We actually have an ideal setup here in Australia because the healthcare system is so good that it's very organized. That we can just dial 000 if it's in case of an emergency. Someone will respond at your house and then bring you to the hospital if you're really unwell.
Yeah.
Unlike in the case of the Philippines, even though you won't go to the hospital if you're okay. You would go to the hospital if you're really
Some
unwell.
people would still.
They would, but I think those had to have access in healthcare. Have you had an experience before? Kasi di ba may ED experience ka sa Pilipinas? Na yung kinikwento natin kanina na pumasok lang because I know someone. Meron yun. Madami.
Wala naman noon.
Sinabi na, ay,
Wala pa
naglabas
noon.
ng, kilala ko si ganitong card.
Oo.
Na, kilala ko si doctor ganito ganyan. And I want a private room.
Well, I want to
talaga.
be entertained first.
You want to be entertained first. Ganun yung segue. Yun ang sinabi.
It's quite common in the Philippines.
I feel like because like for one they have insurance or they can actually pay for it.
It's not even that.
Yeah, it's
It's
just
not even that.
it's just the
They just feel
connections.
entitled.
Oo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Entitled and the connections.
Yeah, the connections.
Oo, na dapat mauna ako because you know I know
Yeah.
someone who knows someone who knows someone,
Mm.
which is yeah.
Like,
Ano na
it's
next
wrong,
story?
but it's culture.
Yeah, I guess so. All right. No, ito medyo serious. Ito na pang Miss
Gosh.
Universe na tayo, ha? Nasa pang Miss
Okay.
Universe na talaga tayo na mga tanong. Serious question. Where do you see yourself?
Oh, hang on.
What?
Ciara hasn't answered the
Oh,
question
yeah,
yet.
true. Yung question is, funniest and most memorable na
It's like
experience mo.
she's the one we're trying to interview.
I know, right? Oh my, tayo in-interview niya eh.
Wala akong maisip eh. Funniest?
Oo. O kahit na, ano na
Like
lang.
bloopers
Oo,
or
bloopers na lang. Ako meron, pero ayokong sabihin.
Or baka wala akong maalala.
Ako meron talaga. Kwento lang din sa akin. Pero kasi
Ano?
parang ayoko.
Was it you who made
madamay.
a mistake?
Hey?
Was it you who made a mistake or someone else?
No, it wasn't a mistake. It
Oh,
was
okay.
a presentation. So I don't
I
think it's
see.
appropriate to talk here. But
Yeah, all the funny things are presentations.
yeah, true. So
You can just
Yeah.
cite an example. You don't have to drop a name or something.
yeah, true. Well,
Let's say it
presentation-wise,
happened somewhere else.
So it wasn't here.
it wasn't here.
It was...
Yeah. Ito na lang, sample na lang. Yung nangyari kay, Shaina tsaka kay John Lloyd. Artista
I see.
yarn. Artista yarn, di ba? Naalala mo yun?
Oo.
So,
So what
ganon.
actually happened to them?
Oo. Yung...
It's all hearsay. You don't have proof that it actually happened.
True, but marites ako eh. So, naniniwala ko doon.
Naalala talaga.
Naalala
Oh,
talaga.
Artista yun, 20.
didn't one of our friends confirm that it actually happened? Who
Yeah,
used
I
to-
think so. That's why.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why. I
There's
was
a
like,
few nurses who
Yeah.
saw them as
Yeah,
well.
saw them,
It's in Baguio.
We're actually not meant to
So-
talk about that.
That's true, toot. We're just gonna toot that one. But it's
Patient confidentiality.
yeah,
Yeah.
similarly, say just a similar scenario that happened here. So we can't really talk about that. But it's like one of the funniest presentation that I can remember.
Oh my
Like-
god. It's like a 2-in-1 presentation.
No, it's a one presentation, but it's quite funny. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
No, just kidding. But anyway, no. So
Stop teasing your audience.
there's a lot of presentations in ED, guys. That's why I find ED very interesting
Yeah.
because you cannot just get like 2 presentations at the same time. Yes, chest pain is common, but everyone is different when it comes to their blood results,
comorbidities.
comorbidities and all that. But yeah, we get odd presentations. It's really odd,
Yeah.
right?
Or maybe not funny, but
Yeah.
um,
Something that's you don't see a lot of.
yeah, not funny,
not often.
unusual, but
Mm.
whatever you do at home, just make sure that
Leave it there.
yeah.
Keep it at
Yeah.
Or just be
careful.
safe. If you put
Exactly.
things anywhere else, make sure you know how to get it out.
Yes.
Otherwise,
That's true. And don't swallow the whole mic. It won't. It will break your jaw. Don't do
It's
that.
meant to be rated PG.
I know, right?
Yeah.
No, but we started
Warning,
this Nag-warning naman
Kanina pa
tayo.
pala.
Kahit na paano. Anyway, so going back to the question. Eto, I think this question is for the three of us. We can answer it. You can, choose your
Unahan
answers.
ba to?
Dapat
May
may
buzzer.
times buzzer. Ganyan. But, where do you see yourself at 5 years from now?
Retired.
Gusto ko rin talaga yung walang hesitation.
How do you see that retirement though?
Oo. Are you planning on it now?
Like, what's
No.
an ideal retirement situation for you?
Like of course I won't be at the hospital anymore. That's my ideal retirement.
It's like, where would you settle?
Would you still
living-
be in Canberra or would you still
Now,
somewhere?
live somewhere near Canberra, maybe in a farmhouse near. I'm manifesting, no?
Manifest.
Yeah.
Let's manifest. Let's pray for that.
It's gonna be in a farmhouse near Canberra. It's just a source of income. That's the problem.
Oh, that's a
So,
problem.
I can't retire. But I
True.
think as long as you've got something to eat,
The simple
pay the
life.
bills. Yeah, simple life. That's the retirement.
That's true.
But 5 years from now, I think I'd still be working.
Yeah. But
As
maybe
a
not
nurse.
full time, hey.
Maybe
Oo,
not
maybe not
full-time.
full time.
Yeah.
How about you, Nako?
I'll be a plumber.
Mario! Oo, tagal yun na yung sinasabi.
Career change.
Okay lang din. Tapos may plumber na papasok sa kwarto. Tapos,
Baka
yung
ibang plumber na.
ibang plumbing yun.
Plumber help, I'm stuck.
Hero wants to do something again.
I know.
Hero, come here.
You like Tita Shara
Hello.
talaga. Ikaw talaga.
Hero, you've already been featured too many times in this
That's so
episode.
true. But anyway, ako naman, ideal retirement, pag nanalo na ako sa loto.
That will
Yun.
never happen. Like, you don't even put a bet in, so how would you win?
Oo,
Shut down na
hindi
dream
naman
mo.
kasi ako tumataya.
Like, I'll probably win
Wala
first
eh.
before you would.
Exactly. Hindi naman ako tumataya. But, on a serious note, I
Hero,
would
that's
be-
too much.
too much,
Oh my God, what's going on?
It's okay.
Gusto mo
Alright, go, Daddy.
makipaglaplapan? Hindi pwede.
Hindi pwede. Ay, taken na yan. Ano ka ba? Go, Daddy. Go, Daddy.
Baka mahulog.
Careful, Daddy.
Okay lang.
You got your mic in there. Yeah. But, ako siguro 5 years from now, siguro, not in a, siguro manifesting then and also just dreaming of it. I could still be working, but I would also do something different on the side. Apart from this, probably do business on the side, something that would give me a passive income or something.
Yeah.
Like slowly going to retiring.
Yeah.
Not as much as working full-time as a nurse, if that's possible. Pero depende pa rin sa asawa ko.
Hopefully.
Diba? Oo. Ganun talaga.
Mag-retire ka na, si Ruel mag-work pa.
Oo, siya na lang. Kasi parang feeling ko kayang-kaya niya na.
Yeah,
Diba?
why not?
As a plumber, diba? As a
Yeah, as a
plumber
plumber.
yarn. Oo. At least he's happy, diba? Hindi man siya nag-pilot, pero
At least,
plumber pa rin.
in
Oo.
case that wouldn't pan out as I envisioned, at least that was like from my own what do you call it?
Good
Choice?
Yeah, my own choice
Yeah, true.
rather than
Yeah, someone else's
Yeah.
choice for you. But anyway,
at least no regrets.
oo, true.
No regrets.
Pero, eto, siguro second to the last question. Do you think like, if it's your mom's choice for you to do nursing, would you say that she did well though? Like, encouraging you to do nursing? Like, where are you at the moment?
I think yes, because I'm like happy with, even though it's tiring and every day, I'm still like grateful that I have a job. We're here in Australia,
Exactly. Yeah.
earning money. We have, food.
Yeah.
We've got
We're quite comfortable.
pets. Yeah, comfortable. You can do whatever you want to do. You go on vacations.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
There's an up.
I
Yeah.
didn't realize we can do that.
Go on vacations.
I think you can. You can if you put your mind into it. Now, we ask this every time as for our guest. Sinako, do the
Okay.
honors, please. Do you want to ask Tiara?
So, given that you've already mentioned earlier about your plans 5 years from now, having said all that, when would you consider yourself successful?
Wow, it's so deep. Wait, kailangan ko ng salbabida. I need a salbabida, please.
Salbabida. Meron ba tayo dyan?
How do I consider, or when do I
when
consider?
would you
do you
consider?
consider yourself as successful?
I think I'm still like, I still want to achieve more in ED. Like,
Okay.
attain a higher level maybe. To
Yeah.
the point na senior, hindi naman senior nurse. Pero yung ikaw yung lalapitan pag may kailangan sila. Tas
Well,
alam
eventually
mo
it will
lahat.
be you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will be
Then-
you.
then-
Ang bilis ng transition ngayon eh. Like, diba? Ang
Ganun.
progression din ng mga
Oo.
tao ngayon. Like, at an early stage, especially even like a new grads, they're given the opportunities to actually explore what they can do or what they can offer in AD. So, mabilis din talaga ang progression. So, at the end of the day, it's up to you. But you want your goal is like for higher
Yeah.
level. Eh?
Higher learning.
Higher learning.
Higher learning.
learning yarn.
Parang Buddha.
Si Buddha
I
yarn.
want to attain higher learning. Enlightenment. Makapagsabi lang.
Makapagsabi lang for the chart. But good on you though. Kasi at least it's still in line in ED. Not that you're pursuing something that's outside of ED. But it could happen. You'll never know.
It
You'll
will.
never know. Yeah. Eventually, like if you have changes in your plans, get on with some circumstance.
What the? What are you trying to do?
You're trying to make your bed already? Oh. Anyway,
Give him a pillow. Give him a pillow.
Oo. Eto na lang. What is your takeaway considering all your experiences? Not only as a nurse or a student nurse here in Australia, could be life experience na pwede mong i-impart to our listeners. Like what's your takeaway or what's your advice to them?
Right now, because I'm really missing home. I just finished
Same.
my
Vacation.
vacation from
Kakabalik
the
mo lang eh.
Philippines. Kababalik ko lang gusto
bitin.
bumalik. Just for those, I'm worried because we are nurses here. We're taking care of someone else's dad, someone else's mom, but no one's taking care of my mom and dad back home. Like if
That's
you are
true.
back home or if you're with your mom and dad, just take care of them.
Oh, that's so
Kasi,
true. And
Because they're getting older, no
yes.
one's-
Yeah.
We'll never know.
Yeah, and we're away.
Make use of the
Yeah.
opportunity while you
Yeah.
can.
Oo. I just want to put it out there though that's my fears. One of my fears.
Me too.
Getting a phone call that is quite random and urgent. Like they really want to talk to you and because I don't call him at work unless it's very urgent.
Yeah.
So, do you have that fear as well that you getting a phone call from me would be something that's really
Yeah.
an emergency and
I don't
urgent?
think about it, but it's always gonna be a possibility.
Yeah, true. Me too. And don't get me wrong, I think I'm just having a mindset about that ads. Na it could eventually happen, but I'm
Yeah.
hoping it's not. Alam mo yun?
Yeah.
Like we just have to do our best to actually like try to be present for our family, for our parents. Like going home yearly. For me, that's a goal at least once a year. Kasi COVID already locked us for a couple of years.
Yep.
So I'm really hoping that to go home every year just to spend time with them, just to see them, see how they're going.
Good on you.
Ayaw ng asawa ko. Parang ayaw niya ata. Ayaw niya ata.
Parang ikaw na lang umuwi.
Oo, ako na lang. Uuwi talaga ako mag-isa. Kahit na ako lang mag-isa. Anyway, but thank you for that. That's a really good advice. And
Is
I
that
think
I think that's the first time that someone
Yeah.
answered
Ano
that,
ba
that
dapat?
way. No, like there's no right or
there's
wrong.
no
right
right
or
dapat.
wrong.
Ano ba dapat?
Correct.
Gusto ko yung pang No, but your answer is actually are really validated and I think coming from a heart kind of advice. Kasi like we came to a different country
Mm.
with the hopes of following our dreams pursuing all our hopes na talagang paano mo yung goals mo, gusto
Yeah.
mong magkabahay, gusto mong magkasakyan, gusto mong ganito, ganyan. But at the end of the day, we are also immigrants and we're also thinking of people that we left back home.
Yeah.
Especially our parents. Because
Yeah.
they're not with us on a daily basis. Ako nami-miss ko yung parang hopefully, like I'm really wishing na one day parang andun lang kami, nakatira lang kami 5 minutes away from them. I could just drop by and say, hi ma!
Oo, kahit
Good morning.
hapon lang, no?
Oo, hapon na merienda
Merienda.
tayo. O yun, mga ganon.
Merienda,
Naging
chika.
sentimental na naman kami. Ayan. Nagiging emotional na naman kami. But I guess it's just being realistic because at the end of the day, lahat naman tayo tumatanda. And kailangan we also have to look after our family more than anything else. Yeah. How about you, Nako?
No. I'm
Yeah.
just happy sitting here comfortably listening to your stories.
Yeah.
The PG-13.
PG-13. But yeah, it's a good advice. So thank you.
Oh, hang on, one more. Any advice to the nurses back in the Philippines who are planning to migrate here? Like any
Oo.
message for them?
Dun din sa mga nangangarap
Mm.
na gustong pumunta dito.
Kung may will, kayo, kung may will, go. Tapos, sabi nga nila, patience lang, like from the start.
Mm.
Patience and
Totoo
perseverance kasi magpe-pay off din siya
Mm.
later on.
Yeah.
Yung nung nagsa-start pa lang kasi tayo, diba, first year, second year, third year, hindi pa tayo makakauwi.
Oo.
Kasi puro study,
Totoo.
hanap ng work, ipon.
Mm-mm.
Yun yung parang magiging unang mga challenges mo pagdating mo dito.
Mm-mm.
Kaya lang, perseverance lang tsaka patience.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Totoo yan.
Go.
And I feel like lahat na napagdaanan yun. Siguro naman in a way, it's sa atin, it was hard, but maybe some people find it really harder because nagpatong-patong na. And tama ka. Kasi yung focus tayo sa goal natin eh. You wanna finish uni and you wanna establish yourself. Oo. Basta, laban lang guys. Ganun lang. Pag there's a will, there's a way.
That's it.
Grab
Oo.
the
Pero
opportunity.
pass is pass.
Pero pass is pass.
Pass is pass talaga. Ayun na, let's finish this with a bang. Now, Ats, eto, pinapagawa namin sa lahat ng guest namin. Ikaw pa naman third guest. Yeah, so lucky third pala si Sierra, guys.
Wow, what's my prize?
Woo! Corona, ganun. Corona yan. Si Hero. Gusto mo na rin si Hero. Tsare. Hindi. So we're gonna end it with an outro. So we're gonna have to introduce ourselves and then we're gonna say the CommoNurse podcast. Like, yun. Oo. Okay na? Ready ka na?
Ikaw muna.
Again, guys,
Ano
thank
ba?
you
Paano
for
ba?
tuning in for this episode. Till the
Yeah.
next one. Again, my name is Ruel.
And I'm Sheila.
And I'm Shara.
And this is the
CommoNurse
CommoNurse Podcast.
Bye!
Bye!
Yun
First
pala
take.
yun.
Oo.